So wealth building, no joke, and we are here with my man, George Hugh. George, tell the people about yourself.
I guess it all started where I've been a banker all my life and climbed the corporate ladder, and I just realized that, you know what? When I was a banker, I actually worked for shareholders of those companies. And the only way I made them happy is by ripping off Canadians. So a few years back, 10 years ago to be exact almost, I left the corporate world, and it was my mandate that I wanted to educate people with the truth.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What was the moment that made you say no more, I want to do something different?
That moment was, you know what? I was buying homes from a very, very young age, and I went through the experience. I was lucky enough to have a mentor that got me to buy my first house before I bought my first car.
You bought a house before you bought a car?
I bought a shitty car, but I had
You can say that.
I had a terrible car, a rust bucket, but I bought a nice house for my family. And you know, growing up, like everybody would ask me, how did you buy your first house? How come you have this and you have that? It's called wealth plan. And so the one thing that it's very important for people to have is to have a wealth plan. Without a wealth plan, you ain't going anywhere. And the one thing I realized, and I can tell people over and over and over, the clear message is that retirement sucks without money. You ain't gonna go anywhere if you don't have a plan. So anyway, I loved educating people, and I got, a few years back, I realized I had a lot of very prominent clients in my age group, and a lot of the people out there were especially my lenders. I'm a mortgage broker, and a lot of my lenders started asking me, George, I want some high ratio stuff, insurable stuff, like people who are buying new homes with not 20% down. I said, I don't have those clients. So I started thinking, how am I going to get those clients? And those clients happen to be my kids' age. And my kids are the ones that had no interest in talking about retirement. They had no interest at all. And then I started looking at my kids, and my kids were following all these crazy people on YouTube, but I didn't even understand what they were saying. They made jokes, I didn't even know how to laugh. And I said, that's what I need to do. I need to get people to go to someone that could be funny, that they would want to go see. And I happen to know this damn funny guy, his name is John Paul, And so we tried it a few times, and people were going, that guy's funny. And all of a sudden, holy God, I should be buying a house. The guy made me laugh. I ended up buying a house. Like, wealth building, no joke, John Paul. We got to do this.
Wealth building, no joke. Laugh, learn, and earn, people.
And I became so passionate about this and this journey. This is an exciting day for me, because this journey of talking about it, seeing people trying to copy us was, jump on, we had to do this. Too many people want it. I've been doing seminars for the last 4 years, and I get a ton of business from it. And they love my seminars, but they love laughing. And the combination is,
it was hand in hand.
It's hand in hand. And so it's my way to really give back. I don't care if you're 2 years old or 90 years old. People are financially literate. So, I don't see this just trying to attract millennials. I see us, we talked about it. We're going to have a classroom full of 6-year-old kids, and we're going to film it.
Yeah, I'm looking
We're going to have a classroom filled with 70, 80-year-old parents. This thing is not limited to an age group. The financial literacy does not discriminate. We need to do our job.
So are you saying it's never too early and never too late
Absolutely.
to become financially stable?
Absolutely.
I love it.
Wealth building, no joke, is my only way where I can actually educate people in a fun way.
And in the best case scenario, not best case scenario, okay, let me rephrase that. When you fantasize and you think about where this can go, where do you see this going 10 years from now?
Well, you know what, I always say I can only touch people that I personally get to meet. Wealth building, no joke, gives me a platform where I can start to reach out to people that I don't meet. And, I've been around for quite a bit of time in the banking world and this world, and the one thing that I enjoy most about my job It's giving people knowledge so they can make informed decisions, giving them an option that they never knew about, giving them I always say, people are supposed to retire at 65. But I always try to train each and every one of my clients to be able to retire at 50. And I tell them, you can work at 50. Working at 50 because you have the option to is different than working because you have to.
Agreed.
And a lot of people agree with it. I said, well, if you agree with it, it's time to change your behavior. I really think we can make a difference with this wealth building, no joke. I'm excited.
Do too. I'm excited. I'm very excited about this. I'm mostly excited about the yacht that I'm eventually going to be able to afford.
Anyways, that's down the road, but I want everybody to, just arm them with education. I want to, even if I can move that 90% of Canadians don't have the knowledge to do financial transactions down to 88%, we've done our job.
And do you think wealth building, no joke, is just something Canadians need, or do you think this is something that can go anywhere?
Everything I just said is a global problem, not just in Canada. In fact, even though it's a huge problem in Canada, when I go to third world countries, it's 50 times the problem we have in Canada, which is already big.
Wow.
Because those people, I grew up in the Caribbean. You grew up in Trinidad. And I look there and you see that so much of the wealth is controlled by such small population of the people. Canada's no different. We all think we're different. I actually believe 85% of Canadian wealth is controlled by 15% of the people. So that tells me that 85% of the people are taught that they can't afford the luxuries of life. My job is to change that narrative, just like you've always used that word. You can get there, maybe not in one step, but through steps and proper planning, you can get there. I've done it myself.
How do we change the stigma of not just Caribbean people, but people in general who like to hold on to information because they think if they share it, they're going to lose what they have? How do you think? Do you think wealth building, no joke, is one of those ways that we can change that?
Absolutely. Throughout my life, I have rich friends, I have poor friends, and it's kind of sad that a lot of times my very wealthy friends who have become wealthy do not want to share the secret of how they became wealthy because they don't want you to catch them. I think it's the wrong mentality. When I started and thought about wealth building, no joke, everything I've done, tested, made mistakes, corrected it, perfected it now, I'm here to share it.
Yes.
I'm here to share it. Because you know what? I take pride when people become rich. It doesn't make me feel angry. It brings me happiness.
And I want to make you happy.
Through laughter.
Through getting rich. And the laughter too. I know why, but why do you think comedy is vital to this whole wealth building, no joke equation?
Comedy, even though I've been in financial services my whole life, I attended comedy. In fact, I told you, I saw you at Yuck Yuck before you even met me. I love comedy. I think comedy is something where, people don't laugh enough. Like, life is stressful. I don't care. Even in the best of times, everything takes work. Everything takes time. People don't spend enough time laughing.
Mm-hmm.
When I laugh, I get home, I feel like I had a nice release. People don't laugh. So why not combine laughing and learning? It's a no-brainer to me. But laughing to me, it's healthy. It actually burns calories, they say, right? So comedy is a great venue to get messages out. I'm a big believer.
I love it. It's a great relationship. Laughing and money.
That's it.
So speaking of, here's where you can actually find more information about wealth building, no joke. Is on Instagram, at Wealth No Joke. So you can check us out on Instagram at Wealth No Joke. You can check out Wealth Building No Joke on Facebook and look out for the videos that we're going to have on YouTube soon. So
stay tuned for some of our upcoming seminars. We're excited. They're pretty packed. Yeah. All the events we do are pretty packed. We would love to see you out there and come out and just experience what we're trying to get out.
And remember to come out, laugh, learn, and earn.